time for us now to do the newspapers. We've got the various newspapers in the studio. We'll also have our little money moment where we contribute 20.
You have some messages
Into our money box, and then we'll read your messages as well. So send your messages, keep sending those messages via WhatsApp and also regular text message, and we'll get to that in a bit. But we quickly want to start with the Daily Graphic newspaper of today. Front page of the Graphic. Prempeh College wins National Science Maths Quiz. Aquinas second, Adesadel third. Celebration marred, though, by thefts of quiz mistresses' bag. That's, you know, the sad aspect of it. But it doesn't take away the beautiful picture that's on the front page of the Daily Graphic newspaper. Intercity STC relaunches Kumasi service on Tuesday. Bost workers renew confidence in their managing director. 197 BRT buses idle, only 48 on road as routes not ready. Is it more like I told you so kind of thing? But a bit of that story says, a story by Charles Andor in Accra says 197 out of the 245 Ayalolo buses imported into the country for the quality bus system have remained idle since 2016. This means only 48 of the buses are being used for the services, which was initially known as the Bus Rapid Transit. The 197 buses have remained idle because the corridors, which are supposed to be developed for the KBS, are yet to be implemented. You can read on to get the full details of the story. Comes with a picture of Mr. Samson Jamira, who is the CEO of GAPTER, or GAPTE, if you like. That story is here inside the Daily Graphic newspaper. Onto the story, which has been so topical, Prempeh College winning that science and maths quiz competition. But that's, I think, during the celebrations, when it went really viral, then the theft came into the picture. So a bit of that. Where's the theft? Okay. So Prempeh College yesterday showed academic class by lifting its fourth trophy in the National Science and Maths Quiz after emerging victorious in a keenly contested grand finale. Announcing the final results. Okay, cool. This we brought you in the news. Because they brought the theft in the headline, I thought, aha, yeah, the missing bag is here. I thought it was just going to be in the first paragraph, but no. But I've seen it now in the... Shortly after supporters of the Prempeh College joined their contestants on the stage to take photographs, the quiz mistress, Dr. Effa Kaufman, was heard asking for her bag. She had left her bag where she sat during the contest to help with the presentation of prizes to the winners when her bag containing personal effects went missing. Dr. Effa Kaufman was seen standing shocked and bewildered on the stage as she could not fathom at what moment the bag disappeared. Here's a quote. "I have my keys, my University of Ghana identification cards, mobile phone, etc. in that bag," she said, as members of the organizing team came around to assist her to look for the bag. Efforts to call her phone were unsuccessful as it was off. So we're still looking for the bag, I guess. But pictures of the celebrations, though, inside the Daily Graphic
But you know that
newspaper.
eventually saw the bag?
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Was everything intact?
Well, I saw the bag being handed over to somebody in a formal pose. No.
It wasn't Photoshop?
No, a pink bag. It's a pink bag. I think the other school students saw it somewhere and they gave it to her, yes. Everything was intact.
Okay, well. Back page of the Daily Graphic newspaper. PWD's women youth to get 30% of local procurements. That's the vice president saying this. The government will implement a policy to allocate 30% of all procurement from local businesses to entities owned by women, persons with disability, and those established under the Youth Enterprises Fund. Details of that, if you're eligible to this, if you're hearing for the first time, you might want to grab the paper and read the details of that story.
All right, so we look at the Daily Guide newspaper. It has on the front page, Ibrahim grabs juicy deal. NDC signed bauxite contract. Apparently was signed on December 29. And then we also have Don't Sack MD boss staff. Hey, this boss boss MD dia I feel am Alfred Obeng Boateng pacho ma be stra why na me know ye din kita won kakra we'll come and we'll talk. We'll do some nice interview after all this has died down. That's the kind of thing that we'll have to do. Woyoma stops AG. Mahama family storms medicine. And then we have other stories there. And apparently, I don't know, there's this gentleman who I'm told used to have this TV series, Efiera, has died. It's called Kofi Ejiri. You know him?
You don't say.
Yeah. I hear he does promos.
Yeah.
He has a studio.
Wait,
he has an agent.
yeah.
He died yesterday.
Call him Uncle Dan.
Uncle Dan, yeah.
Yeah.
I hear he's helped many of you to do promos.
Yeah.
Because my good friend Bridget Otu was saying it on her stage.
What?
Yesterday. We didn't know.
No.
That's why we're in black. It's serious. Charlie.
Wow.
Okay, let's do next paper. Quick. Ghanaian Times front page. Government offers jobs to PWDs, people with disabilities, to reduce poverty among people living with disabilities. And woman dies after witnessing police brutality of nephew. We support the disbandment of Galamsey Chiefs, National House of Chiefs, and Woyoma's Woyoma's oral examination at Supreme Court adjourned to July 2. Mamavi, may his soul rest in perfect peace. I hear he was a very good guy.
Uncle Dan, so, you know Reggie Rockstone has a studio.
Oh, really?
One that was owned by his father in Cantonments, and that's the studio that this gentleman, who I'm just hearing for the first time, has passed.
Yes,
that's the studio
he
that he was operating.
Many of the voiceover artists.
Many of us. A fantastic guy. His voice is actually on a couple of things as well. Many things, really.
I hear he's able to disguise one voice. He can disguise your voice.
Yeah, very talented studio technician. And we've recorded so many voiceovers under his supervision. It's sad, really, sad. I went to the studio yesterday, not his studio, some other studio, but I didn't hear it. Oh, may his soul rest in peace.
This is sad.
Let's do the Finder newspaper.
Yeah.
Got the Finder.
Okay. Please do the Finder.
Let me just pick myself up. The Finder newspaper, front page of the Finder this morning. Contaminated fuel sale brouhaha. Bost staff back MD will resist any attempt to interdict him. They won. And you know, Roland, there are two different unions, yeah? But they are all speaking the same language. Okay. Apparently, the senior staff and then the junior staff, they all belong to separate unions. Yeah. Freedom of association. So, but they all are speaking the same language on this matter. They don't want the MD to go anywhere. And also with that 8-man committee that's been put up to do the investigations, they see some kind of possible bias because of the formation. They've got some reservations on that as well. 215,100 Ghana cedis World Cup money misapplied by NYA. That's according to the Auditor General. Subtle talks about this, but it's getting fully blown. I know that Lateef Idris got some response from the Minister of Sports yesterday. We probably can bring back that conversation. STC is back on Accra Kumasi route with a bang, and Nana Kumia is the CEO of Intercity STC Coaches. His picture comes with his headline on the front page of the Finder newspaper. Court throws out IFC OPEC fund motion. That story is also in the paper today, but perhaps I can just go to page 16. This World Cup money, because we can't ever forget Brazil. So if we went elsewhere and just documentation cost us so much money, then that's also trouble, isn't it? All right, the story says, while national federations struggle to get funds for the activities in the country, it has emerged that the National Youth Authority misapplied some 215,000 Ghana cedis on Ghana's World Cup money. National federations have, over the last 10 years, received little or no support from the Ministry of Youth and Sports. But in 2014, the ministry managed to get a total of 450,000 Ghana cedis. This was contained in the annual report of the Auditor General on the public accounts of Ghana, ministries, departments, and other agencies for the year ended December 31, 2015. And according to the report, the paper says an amount of 450,000 Ghana cedis was released to the National Youth Authority Secretariat from the balance of the World Cup Fund on October 16, 2014, as feeding grants
Yeah.
for the 11 youth leadership skills training institutes across the country for the first term of 2014 academic year. Now, I'm not going to share all the story in the paper. I'll leave it to you to grab it. We will do all the follow-ups. There's a picture of the Minister of Youth and Sport, Isaac Asiama. Maybe his response is also part of the story here. Okay, well done.
All right, so we have the Daily Dispatch newspaper. It has on the front page a story about Sylvester Mensah, former CEO for the National Health Insurance Authority. It says Sylvester Mensah on NDC's 2020 slot, I will contest all, according to Sylvester. We're going to speak to him and ask him why he wants to contest to be a flag bearer of the NDC and want to become president. Okay. There's another story. Odati Lamptey narrates how he busted cheating wife of 21 years. Sorry. Oh.
After what, 21 years?
Yeah, they were married for 21 years. And the first child was 20 years.
But that was, he wasn't the father of the 20-year-old child.
Not only the 20-year-old.
Second one.
The third one too. You have 3.
But hopefully the 3 are all one father, right?
No, different fathers.
Okay. That's damaged goose right there.
Yeah, it's true. I watched the play. Anyway, the Daily Statesman has on the front page, Justice Short, damaged goose. Sorry. Justice Short calls for probe NLA Parliament payment saga. And then we have SCC back in action. Accra Kumasi service resumes Tuesday and boss unions express support for embattled MD. Hey, MD dear.
Oh, but okay, well. But if the minister decides to take a certain action and if the presidency decides to take a certain action by asking him to step aside,
I don't think
it doesn't matter what any union or any worker says at BOST.
I don't think that
what must be done must be done.
I don't think that the trend by which the argument is going, he will be asked to step aside. Well, I think he should be there. After the wind blows, we'll go and interview him, give him.
But BOST, and I know that I have a very good friend, Frank, who works at BOST. But I've got a very important question to ask. How did you end up combining, is it what, gasoline and what, Roland? Is it diesel or what, petrol? What?
Petrol.
How did you end up with that? I think we're all missing the point. We're talking about the contaminated fuel, but how did it get contaminated? Isn't that as a result of somebody's...
It happens once in a while.
It happens once in a while, but when it does, it's serious because we're not selling it at that at
we're not talking price, right? We're not talking one container.
Yeah.
Small. We're talking tanks.
So whose fault was that?
They open one valve.
But somebody did, and somebody gave the instructions. So we should be looking at how we ended up here, and some action must be seen happening. We shouldn't only be talking about how they disposed of the contaminated products, but how did the product get contaminated in the first place? And I thought that I listened to that press conference yesterday. I thought they would touch on that. They were only talking about how this is not the first time and how this new BOST MD is instituting investigations into some corrupt acts in the past and blah, blah, blah. You should tell us how you ended up combining those two products that must not be combined.
Union
do you get my point?
I get your point.
Charlie, we should be asking them serious questions.
I'm saying I grew up in Ashaiman.
We should take the money
we call it Billy.
Frank, I know you're watching. I'm not going to mention your surname, but I know that you're watching. Give me some answers.
Billy.
You work with BOSTs.
But this one was Billy on the last scale. Billy.
Let's do the Observer newspaper. That's the last newspaper we'll do, and then we'll quickly go online. Some messages. Dominic from Achim Akoso Akwedum in Etsiwa. You feel really motivated this morning by our words in the song, I guess.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for sending us that message.
Because we love you.
The Ghanaian Observer newspaper, front page of the Observer. BOST workers back MD over sale of dirty oil. It's not quite dirty oil. It's somebody's negligence that ended the contract.
We have dirty oil. The dirty oil is the black one. This
but I'm saying, they said that's why I'm saying they put
only that to damage your engine.
They said they put the thing is dirty. That's why I'm saying that it's not dirty.
It's not dirty oil.
It's somebody who decided. Yeah.
Who wrote that one? Who's the editor?
Also on the front page of the Ghanaian Observer, Intercity STC Accra Kumasi service is back, I guess, with a bang. Ghana Water Company Limited chief managers in hot waters as pressure mounts on president to probe shady deals. Don't tamper with delegates lists. That's a warning coming from the General Secretary of the NPP, John Buedu, acting General Secretary, by the way. Secretariat for Zongo Development Fund in the Offen, Alhaj Boniface Abubakar Sadiq. That's his ministry, and he seemed to be talking about it. All that's in the Ghanaian Observer newspaper. Roland, we're done.
Meanwhile, the Ministry of Energy has reconstituted its board, and the members of the board include Honorable Boache Jakun, the Energy Minister, Joseph Kujo, Deputy Energy Minister in charge of Finance and Infrastructure, Professor Thomas Akabza, Chief Director, Ministry of Energy, Dr. KK Sapon, CEO GMPC, and the others are Engineer William Amuna, CEO of Greatco, Theophilus Ashring, yeah, CEO, Petroleum Commission. Mr. Kwekua Jimandua, we interviewed him on the show some time ago, Association of Oil Marketing Companies, Senyo Hosi, and Chamber of Bulk Oil Distributors. Senyo Hosi, good morning to you.
Is it Hosi or Hosi?
I keep.
Yesterday you were on me.
Which one was it? I think I always hear Senyo Hosi, Senyo Hosi. Is it? What does he say?
Well, you could hear. We hear different ones. You can hear Afeko.
Yeah. The right pronunciation in a way is Afeko. But
so you can hear what you hear, but you are the guy, so I expect you to pronounce.
It's Hosi, Senyo Hosi, Senyo Hosi, Senyo Hosi.
All right, let's read some messages. Is there no CCTV cameras in the National Theatre? So they played to see how the quiz mistress.
Oh, please, she's found their bag.
Got vanished. You see, that's the thing. It's just like the boss. We're talking about the end thing. We're not talking about how it happened. That's what this message is saying.
Oh, nobody stole it. It was just misplaced. It was a pink bag.
But you are saying it's been found, though.
Yes.
Because we don't.
It's on social media. It's been
Somebody
found.
said yes in my ears. It's been found?
All right. So for all the things that we have to do. Okay. So we have a couple of your messages here. This one is coming from Kobe Royal from Achim Winchi. Mama, in fact, yesterday I was emotional. I recalled in 2005 when the computerized placement system was introduced. A boy who wanted to be a science student at Adisada College, St. Augustine or Infantipim, ended up pursuing Agric at Inyan Dintra Secondary Technical. It's not bad. Edinstech. That's their acronym. It's not bad. Edinstech. Infantipim. Edinstech. I miss my dreams very well. Mama, congrats to the Queen. To the green guys though, my favorite contestant was. It means you were watching live. Hey, people keep calling. Oh, my favorite contestant was Bright Siedo of St. Thomas Aquinas. I saw myself in him. Hey, then you were good, pal. Enyan Dentra, Sectec O student. Kobe Royal from Achim Winchi. Now this one, latest. This one's a. This one, I think this one, it says, I love your show and I'm your secret admirer. This one, tell Roland, I like him. Oh, me too, I like you too. I hope you're a woman. Because
you don't like men?
No, if you're a woman, you like
corrupt mind. Can I say good morning to a very good friend of mine, Elsie Nate? So Elsie watches the show and we got connected on Facebook. She does, and she's watching right now. Big ups to you, girlfriend.
Elsie.
Yeah.
Big up
to you.
And
anytime I am not on the show, she's like holding her breath. Oh, don't take the show away from Mama V when another person comes to sit in. And then the last time I said relax, Elsie.
Okay. And this one is from Moses from Agbozuma of Volta region. This one says, good morning, Joy News. I really enjoy the AM show. And this morning, I'm enjoying it. Okay. I just want to thank God for how far He's brought us. Amen. In fact, Mama V and Roland, you guys are looking great this morning. Amen. I want to congratulate.
Give me the phone back.
I want to congratulate Prempe College for winning national edition of the
Prempe College.
Biheko. Afia Denigban Secondary School.
Aziko.
Ziko. All right.
Oh, there's somebody sent a message about the person going to a different school and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Masa, it's no excuse.
It's no excuse.
Oh. We've been everywhere.
If you went to Nyankpanduri Secondary School, you didn't make it, please.
They're very, you can, listen, if you're brilliant and you would shine anywhere they take you. And I know the feeling, because when they take you the first time, Charlie, when you hear the school, you say you won't go. When they take you, but when you stay and you tell yourself that I'm determined to go through. There's a story that we'll share with you here on Joy News. One of our colleagues who was posted somewhere. The computer posted him somewhere. He's a guy you see on the screen. We read his stories that he files here every day.
Wow.
And he said he wasn't going to go to school. He would not go to the secondary school because he didn't see himself there. Somewhere, a school that doesn't readily
register.
Yeah, exactly. So he stayed home. He went to school like maybe close to 2 months after everybody had settled in because he insisted he wouldn't go. And then when he did, I mean, he set a record in the school. Still a record yet to be broken.
Wow.
He's a sharp, brilliant
Instead of
guy.
going to fancy people where you won't set record, go to a school where you set record.
But listen, beyond that, because I've been reflecting on his story, beyond that, you motivate a lot of people. You leave something behind and people want to hold on to it and they want to achieve what you've been able to achieve. So sometimes you're posted to a place just because you need to be an inspiration for others to want to be like you. You get what I mean?
Yep, I get you.
So Charlie, take it and do something with it.
Yeah. Reminds me of my
but
national
we'll share
service.
his story. He's
National
a colleague
service,
with
I was
us.
posted to my place.
You are Kululu. You won't go. Okay, let's do online. I beg. Let's do myjoyonline.com. Contaminated oil cartel is security threat. OMC CEO calls for government action. Quickly, SA man charged over breast milk spying. A woman has taken a male colleague to court in South Africa, alleging he secretly filmed her as she expressed breast milk at her workplace.
Oh,
wait. Which one is oh?
This one too, do you have to see?
Of course, because I was just going to say that in Ghana, the men see it, but they don't record it.
Yeah, for us,
so the recording bit is the thing.
I think rather we empathize with that situation.
Yeah. But if you're recording, then Charlie, you've got some.
But what's so enticing about a woman breastfeeding?
Let's move on.
Maybe it's sexy to some people.
Visa-free travel. Here are 6 must-visit places in Morocco. We'll leave it for you to check the details of it later. Ghana to work faster ahead of roadmap for nuclear power generation. It's more like good luck to us, Ghana. We're chasing nuclear power. Let's move on. High charges at ports impeding international trade. US aid, according to a US aid study. Also on the site, I was gang raped on my wedding day. I kind of shared this story. She didn't show up to her wedding. Nobody could have guessed that she had been abducted, raped, and left for dead. I think this is the same story. Roland, I've shared it, or is it in my mind? Because when the first time I heard about it, unless it's not the same story.
You haven't shared it.
You want me to summarize it?
Yes.
So this is the one that I listened to. It's a Kenyan woman. On her wedding day, some people abducted her and raped her and just left her because they stabbed her. And so she was expected to die, but she didn't. She was taken to the hospital. Her husband, 2B. Roland, listen, you are about marrying somebody who's just been gang raped, not by one person. And then she's been stabbed. And the doctor said to her that, this stabbing, dear, I doubt if you'll be able to have children. And the would-be husband said that, I know all this, but I want them to bring your gown to the hospital. I will still marry you. That's not the end of the story. This guy died shortly after there was an incident, and I can't go into the details of it, but the guy died. So the woman is more like bad luck in our society. Like, this is a typical African society. No, this is not a movie. This is a true life story. I'm going to end it on Monday. So catch the rest of the story.
Uncle Ebo White. That's all we need. Please, Monday.
No, but this is not Uncle Ebo White. This is a true story. But we don't have all the time to go into the details of it. Roland, let people go on myjoyonline.com. But if you want to hear mine as I am narrating it, we'll continue on Monday. What do you say? Or we'll continue later today.
No, on Monday.
On Monday. Yeah. Let's just do a little money movement. That's my 20 Ghana. Asari Bediako is on standby. He's got sports. Thank you for all the messages. We didn't do all the days, the early part of the days, because, Charlie, we were too rich. Where's the 10 Ghana yesterday? I put it in. No, you did not. So we're going to make way for Asari Bediako, who's got sports. Later this morning, we're talking KJTR versus Makola. Our sister station, Joy Prime, they're going to be premiering this satiric piece that is simply hilarious. And we will have them in studio. Just check this.
You've been to where?
Ghana Law School of Kajetia.
There is no such thing as law school in Kajetia.
Objection, Your Honor.
I know of law school in Makola.
There's a new one. Accra had this thing, Accra More, Kumasi to have a Kumasi More. So, right now, Kajetia to have a Ghana Law of the School. Ghana Law School of Kajetia.
I tell you, that's like a prophecy, because with the recent Supreme Court ruling, who knows, Kumasi might just have a Makola in Kumasi.
Well, it's just the faculty. It just means that straight away, before you come to the law school.
No, Asema Mekano, you know they hear. So that's. But we will talk.
Have you been to the mall in Kumasi?
We'll talk to. No, I haven't.
Oh,
we'll talk to our
so
sisters
you should go
on
there.
Joy Prime.
It's better than all the malls we have in Ghana. Kumasi Mall.
Lots of good things to expect right here on the show. I just want to say good morning to Mr. Akomia. You work with the Immigration Service in Cape Coast, and you are in love with the show. You like Roland so much.
Okay.
We appreciate you for watching the show every morning.
I'll take you to Solace.
Hey, I beg you.
No.
Mr. Akomia, good morning to you. Stay with us. We've got sports coming right after. We will talk about a wild exhibition that's taking place later today. Stay with us.
We'll be right back.